Season 2 of the Pat and JT podcast.
Oh man, I'm here at last. The best time, always gonna be the best. Come on!
Exclusively on the Parkville Network.
Well, all right.
If there's one thing that has come out of this quarantine so far, right? The social distancing, staying at home, kids not having school.
Self-isolating.
I am very proud in general, as every parent is, of their children. But I got to tell you, this morning, earth-shattering thing happened that it still actually gives me goosebumps that it happened. I can't believe it happened.
Oh, somebody made their
and
bed.
the person that
did somebody
did it,
make their bed?
No, that was last week.
Okay.
Yeah. Without being asked, on last night this morning technically, trash got picked up.
Yeah.
The wind, whatever,
I was a day late, by the way, too.
blew the trash bins over. Like they were both
The
on
full
their
ones?
side. Yes, no, they were empty.
Okay, I was
so
gonna say,
after they were dumped, they were blown over.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Bennett, without Beth checked the camera outside just to see, because when she had left, that one of them was picked up, one wasn't. Blah blah blah, and she checked the ring video, and they were gone. And she messaged me. She goes, "So did you remind Bennett to get the trash?" And I had to remember if I did.
Yeah.
I didn't. He went out on his own this morning.
You checked
saw
with
they
him?
were taped. No, well, not yet, but
blew
they're in the
away.
garage.
Are
No,
you
they're
sure
in the
they-
garage.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in the garage.
I was going to see.
Yeah, no, they're in
Here's
the-
Debbie Downer here. They blew
Yeah,
away, I
yeah.
bet.
No,
I bet he didn't get them. I bet they blew away.
If they did, they're in the garage. So he went and did it
And
without
grabbed
even
them.
being asked. And it's like one of those moments. Proud.
Yeah.
That's game changing decision making on your own. And for a
Right.
17-year-old boy, that's very advanced. I'm just saying. I was once one.
That's funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So it's a big deal.
I love that it's nicer out, even though it's just windier than heck. And then we got construction going on across the street from us. The dust devils are incredible. And it just looks like you're crossing the prairie when you drive down the street to get to the other side.
Yeah.
It's just like I can't see anything.
Thank God this is going on now and not in August or September when it really is super dry. Like
And
it would be
it's
a
humid
it would be a
and stick to
disaster.
ya.
Forget that. Yeah, right? I got to take a picture of this construction site across the street from our studio.
You should.
Because it is, these guys they're working super hard and super fast.
A week ago, there was nothing there.
Like legit. It was flat. I'll take a picture today and I'll post it on Facebook.
Yeah.
You'll see it. It'll be from yesterday in real time, whatever.
Whatever.
But just know that everything that you see there was not there last week.
1 week ago, it was staked out, but there wasn't anything rising from the ground. And now it's ridiculous.
Now, I'm not saying, I don't know what company this is. I'm sure they're doing a fantastic job. But is everything like curing properly? I mean, like, are the footings?
It seems like it's pretty quick. Yeah.
I mean,
because they've got a lot
not even
of
modular. Like it was all beams, just stacks of beams. Like it wasn't, they didn't bring it in sections.
They've got beams. Yeah, they had the stacks of beams that they put in. I mean, there's some pretty sizable. And then the concrete work and the blocks that they did that concrete and made those pillars of concrete.
It's incredible. I just know when I usually burn through a project, it turns to pretty quick. So
I know it.
I'm just saying.
I'm supposed to dig how deep for this footing?
Like what?
Oh, come on. It doesn't need to be that deep.
I mean, and I'm so annoyed because my brother's, he does this stuff. He's like, it's got to be 18 inches with the 9-inch tube. But I'm like, what? Are you serious?
No, my fence isn't going to tip over.
6 years ago, this was totally fine. Nothing. The earth hasn't changed. Everything's still the same.
I know what you're saying.
Oh man, code is so dumb.
I remember when I got a roof put on my patio because before my backyard, you walk out the back door and it faces south and it was just sun in the summertime.
Hot.
It was so hot. So put a roof on the patio and they had to put the huge footings and dig the trench out and drop it down like 3 feet and there's rebar and there's all this other stuff. I'm like, it's a lot more involved than I expected.
Right. I mean, that's why they get paid the big bucks, and it always looks nice. But I mean, come on, are all those codes necessary?
I don't know. You know what I'd be interested to ask is our official safety guy, Doug Fletcher. He does a podcast with us with Parkville Media, and he's an OSHA guy. He's all OSHA, man. It makes him nervous as hell when he drives by this construction site next door to us.
There were some guys walking around on the beams up there yesterday. I texted him a picture, and he goes, "Oh God, you're a safety guy now." So I've sat on every single one of his, and it's like I'm learning all these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you see all this stuff now.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Before it didn't bother me. Now I was
Right.
like, whoa, you were supposed to be doing that. I'm gonna call Doug. But he's fascinating though, and I'm just kind of curious. about all the rules and regulations.
Yeah.
If he has any in particular that kind of tweak him a little bit that really aren't necessary,
Or like, come on,
redundant
dude.
maybe,
Yeah.
or overdoing it, a little overreach. I don't know. It'd be kind of interesting to find out from him.
I mean, it seems like
Yeah.
sometimes it seems like a cash grab for people to have to update. I was wondering, even right now when all these stores like Hy-Vee, I was at Anderson Amico yesterday, and they put the plastic covering between the
Oh, yeah.
customer and I mean, that's all a huge expense for all these companies that have to do this. And I mean, you just don't even think about that kind of
I don't
stuff.
even
The
know if they
expense
were-
to adjust their business.
They're probably
like
thinking
that.
insurance,
Hopefully.
right? Because I'm
Yeah.
sure it's not regulation. It's like overkill. So there's no possible way that anybody can say we didn't try.
Yeah. And so people feel better too, probably about it.
More psychological than
Yeah.
anything. I saw an interesting post, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I put it up on Facebook in case y'all didn't see it. But it's kind of interesting because they're talking about the number 40 and some things to think about. 40 days in the flood, right?
Okay, right.
40 days, the Exodus lasted. 40 days of fasting in the desert when Jesus was tempted, if that's your thing.
Okay.
40 days of appearances of Jesus after his crucifixion.
Okay.
40 days isolation or quarantine has been called in many areas. And actually, the word quarantine, I do believe, actually means
It's
a period
Latin.
of 40 days.
It's Latin for a period
Italian.
of 40 days. Whatever.
It's Italian.
It's
It's
Latin.
Italian
It's Latin for BS.
Because
what it is.
quarter,
Yeah.
but I don't know where the quarter, 40, right? Quart.
Well, it's 25.
So
Quarter's 25 is a fourth.
Is a fourth.
So 40 is a fourth of 16.
Quarantine is a period of 40 days.
We have, I think, a
So we're in
third
the
of that was
quarantine.
accurate.
I think it's all right.
I don't know how quarantine quarter gets into a 40. Just, I don't even know.
Quarantine is the word quarantine means a period of 40 days. And I can see how because quart is 4 quarts. in
Turds. Yeah. 4 is 4. There's 4
Got it?
quarts
Right.
to a gallon.
Right. There you
Okay,
go.
right.
that. Anyway,
That was a stretch.
And-
that was a
and
stretch.
the year
Just saying.
2020, if you add it up, equals
40.
40. And again, if the Bible's your thing, every time the word 40 or the number 40 appears in the Bible, there's a change of
Okay.
some sort. And so some people, and there's more stuff in here too, that the 40 representing change and some other things. But interesting is that a lot of people said that this could be a real year of change because so many people are spending more time with their families right now and doing things they didn't do before because number one, they have time and they have to.
Right. Yeah.
But it could be a year of change of maybe getting rid of some things that you realize you don't need anymore.
Like that kind of, the little.
Like regulations.
Right, like that kind of stuff that is over-regulated over everything. 100%. Is that okay? So is that why everybody's saying don't be surprised if somebody comes up with a vaccine on April 17th? I don't understand what that date is significant for. I've seen that probably a dozen times.
April 17th?
Some even texted me that. Don't be surprised if on April 17th we don't see somebody comes up with a vaccine for this or something. Is that the 40th day
Is that
from
the 40 days?
I don't know. Or
Let
is
me
that
see what April 17 means.
Yeah.
Just see if anything comes up for it.
it's Sophia's birthday.
Oh
that.
my gosh. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's also evacuation day.
Okay.
Whatever that is. I don't know what we're going to do about it. What is celebrated on April 17th? That's not the thing I'm looking for. April 17th, historical.
It could be. It could be.
Oh, let's see. April 17th, you're saying vaccine?
Yeah, well, that's what they said. Don't be surprised if some big company comes up with a vaccine on April 17th. Maybe that is. Let's count back from April 17th, 40 days previous. Is that when they announced
that
the
be the
first
40 days?
quarantine? Maybe.
It might be.
I don't know. So we'll have to check that out.
Vaccine to start. Oh, they're going to start clinical trials for the vaccine in mid-April.
Okay, so maybe you never know.
It says, and I don't know that necessarily that, and that was put out a month ago. That's weird.
I know. I don't understand it. So if somebody else knows,
The World Vaccine Congress is April 14th through the 17th of last year.
Oh,
Sorry.
so we've already got on to page 2 or 3 of Google now. We're getting into older
Yeah,
stuff.
we're getting into the old crap.
Yeah. So if you know,
we'll
text
go on.
us 402-403-9478.
I do know that speaking of numbers, because Q exists, you know that,
Yeah,
right? Okay.
I hear that a lot from your office. So I'm not sure, but I think so.
I love all that kind of.
I know you
the
do.
rabbit holes. You wouldn't believe how many people I've heard from that like secretly get in touch with me because nobody wants anybody else to know that they're kind of following this stuff too because it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
To see where it goes and what they come up with next. Some of it gets real squirrely.
But there's just like with a rumor or with a stereotype, there's just enough truth in it to make you think, What? That is odd.
right? So
Yeah.
April 10th is another date that's been thrown around quite a bit
Okay.
of this year for
So
being
today, as this
significant.
is live, tomorrow
Today
now.
today is the 10th, and as
Yeah,
we speak,
yeah.
right? Which is Good Friday.
Yeah.
It's also 4/10/20, which is DJT in the alphabet. If you count the numbers, Donald J. Trump.
Oh my God.
I know, right? It wouldn't work any other year.
On.
But I saw that and I was like, okay.
Come
Who
on.
thought of that?
No,
And then I'm trying to figure out, well, when was my special year? It was back in 08 or something like that, I think. My real name.
Yeah, your real.
Take me back to another,
Oh, it
another
would?
year. It'd take me back to another year. Yours is still coming. No, yours is gone too.
When it might be
Last year.
PES? Really?
Yeah, S would have been last year.
I'll be darned.
So you missed it.
Dang
I
it.
missed mine too.
Okay.
It's okay.
I didn't realize the significance too of when I actually had my golden birthday on the 14th. The 14th of
When you
December.
turned
I was
14 on the 14th?
Yeah, I realized it was,
Was it a thing then? I don't think it was even
I don't know if it was
a thing.
I don't even know if it was a thing, but
I think my 13th birthday was on the Friday the 13th. So I was born on Friday the 13th. Ah, no, it was like every 11 years. I don't know. Something like that. Whatever.
we're just thrown out.
I don't think it was. I think it was, well, no, it would have been my 11th birthday was on Friday the 13th. I remember that.
Okay.
Because that was significant because 11, number one, it's like, ooh, Friday the 13th. And I was born on Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
And that was the first time.
Got it.
It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Anyway. So there's that.
So I think you need some. I think you need some rabbit hole friends. I mean, you're trying to.
I've got a
if you're
few.
also if you want, maybe you should create a private JT Facebook page where you guys can just you and your other loony
Dish on the
people
rabbit holes?
can just get in there. You have to. It's like a private thing, so not everybody can see it. And you guys can go back and forth on your crazy town conspiracies.
I know.
And go back and forth with it. I think that'd be fun.
I think it would be as long as everybody is a good spirit, comes in good faith.
I think you could. I think you let
gotta be good
anybody.
sports.
Let anybody. Don't let anybody in there that opposes your thought. Like it's all you. Like it's all you guys feed
It's
each
true.
other. Work yourselves up into
But
this froth.
I don't want anybody that gets mad if somebody challenges their
Right.
theory, because I will challenge it, because I will look it up. I will dig up the numbers. I will count. I will search for the page number
I
that
know.
something was on, because I want to see if it's really, like when somebody says, well, on the 14th page of the blah, blah, blah book, it says blah, blah, blah. And so what do? I look it up, because I want to make sure, and I'll be damned. It's like, oh, there it is.
Well, there it is.
Huh, that's weird. How'd
One
they find
more
that?
twist in the aluminum
How'd
foil
they find that? It's getting so tight.
God, we need to get out of this quarantine. We need to get out. We need social interaction.
But I have found a couple people, and there was one in particular. She sent me a note. You might remember not too long on Facebook, and she just wrote back something about she's only here for the rabbit
For the rabbit holes.
And I love that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know, right? So, and I was thinking about kind of batting around too. Maybe there may be a podcast in my future. We're gonna
needs to
kind of
be.
flesh this out a little bit and see if we can make. Because I don't want it to be. What's his name? The crazy.
Well, that sure narrows it down. First, he gave me a gender, and now he's crazy.
The video guy, he's always putting out. He got banned from Facebook and
Alex
and-
Jones?
Yes.
How come you never can remember his name? It's the easiest name ever.
What's the name of InfoWars?
You knew what freaking quarantine meant in Italian, and you can never remember Alex Jones.
That and Total Recall.
Yeah,
I never
right.
remember the name of that.
Two of the easiest names, and you can't remember. But
can't
quarantine
remember.
is Italian for blah. Oh my gosh.
But seriously, because he's like, it's just too much.
Yeah, it just needs to be conversations.
I just want somebody that wants to sit and like, let's take a look at this.
Yeah.
And not speak it as truth.
Yeah, you could have your little co-host. You could Skype people in you could have a little conversations
Yeah.
with people. Yeah, yeah,
It's kind of batted around a little bit.
Yeah.
Could be kind of fun.
yeah. I think it'd be fun. So yeah,
Because I like debunking, but I also like it when something turns out to be true.
When
and it was like,
yeah.
it's a code. It's kind of like, oh my gosh, National Treasure. Mm-hmm. When
Yeah.
they had the map on the back of the Constitution.
yeah.
Right. And they were looking for,
Yeah.
they were at Mount Rushmore and they're all that. It's like, that stuff fascinates because there was just enough truth to some
Right.
of it, and had to go to Wall Street, and that's where the treasure and breaking in, all that crap. And I'm like, there's
know.
got to be secrets like that around here.
I know.
Because that several of the cities are built on top of other cities.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. 100%.
So there's stuff to find.
So let's encourage her to do this. It
I
needs
will,
to happen. So
I'll-
you can text in your encouragement, put it on Facebook.
I guess if
At
there's
least
a Facebook group called The Rabbit Hole.
there probably is, but it
sure
needs to be
there is a
JT's
sitcom. Okay.
nuts. It could be It could be another one, and JT's nuts won't go away.
It works for everything.
Oh man, JT's nuts. I love it. Done. I'm working on the logo. Thanks for listening to our podcast. Pat and JT.
Pat and JT podcast.